Trends can be really fun to play around with, but as an apple shape, there are definitely some of the trends coming up for 2025 that I personally, as a personal stylist, think that we should avoid. So for today's video, I want to talk about the 2025 trends that us apple shapes should avoid. I'll also, at the end of the video, give you a couple of trends that I think could be fun for us to dip our toes in. But trends for 2025 that us apple shapes should avoid, let's get stuck into it. The first trend that I will not be dipping my toes in as an apple shape in 2025 is refined athleisure wear. And with that, especially the gym wear, the leggings. Stirrup leggings is set to be huge in 2025, but as an apple shapes, as you may know if you've been here before, I am not a fan of leggings on apple shapes at all. The reason why I'm not a fan of leggings is mainly because most of us apple shapes have very slim, very refined legs. You put us into leggings, our legs may look amazing, but the rest of us looks out of proportion. And that is just not a look that I'm a fan of, which is why I will not be wearing leggings. I will not start wearing my gym clothes out of the gym. The refined athleisure wear really means taking your gym clothes and just elevating a bit. Consider your workout leggings and then adding a pair of kitten heels, maybe a blazer, like a proper outfit, but just with your gym leggings. Or you could also take it the other way and go for your hoodies and your tracksuits and stuff. And if I was to wear athleisure wear, that would definitely be the way that I personally would wear it, with a loose pair of tracksuit bottom and a basic tee. And if I wanted to elevate that, I could always add a blazer and a little kitten heel. But refined athleisure wear is definitely not for me, and leggings especially, I'm not a fan. As you may know, I'm sorry, but I'm not. So I will be leaving the refined athleisure wear trend on the shelf. I will use my gym clothes in the gym and that'll be it for me. Trend number 2 is basically a continuation from last year, and that is the barrel jeans. I can't say I'm a fan. Now, in fairness, I gotta hold my hand up and admit that I have yet to style a pair of barrel jeans. My daughter has a pair. She looks absolutely amazing in them, but as you may know, Emma have a completely different body shape than I do. She looks fantastic in them, but I haven't really played around with them. No, I haven't. I just genuinely don't like the shape of them. I think they look weird, and as on an apple shape, because we are round already, you add more roundness to it down the bottom. There's no refinement, there's no structure, balance will be out of place, and I'm just not a fan. So maybe they're for you, and that's absolutely okay. This is obviously just my personal opinion, but barrel jeans will be another trend that I will simply just be leaving on the shelf. Okay, never say never, because as a personal stylist, I probably really should dip my toes in, but I'm yet to work with a client that want to try out the barrel jeans. So barrel jeans, they're not for me. I just don't like the shape of them, and add roundness to roundness. No, I personally prefer the structure, you know, of a wide leg pair of trousers, wide leg pair of jeans. Far better look for us apple shape. It will hide that tummy and it will give us structure, and then add it with a proportion at the top. We're going to look amazing. Barrel jeans, I just don't see it. And for me, that's a trend that can definitely stay on the shelf. My next trend is maximalism, and on the runway, it was basically everything piled on in one go. Think layers, think a lot of jewelries, a lot of accessories, big bags, a lot of different colors, metallics, drama, volume, basically pile it all on. Now, as an apple shape, I think this could be a very tricky trend to pull off and still look in proportion. Everybody can pile everything on and feel good and have fun with fashion, and that's for you, you go for it. But if you want to keep that element of keeping your body into proportion and having that timeless, classic feel and style to your outfits that I personally prefer, this is definitely not a trend that I would go down the route at all. You can definitely use a couple of elements. You could add a bit of metallics, or you could add a few more jewelry than what you normally do. You can definitely play around with the prints and the colors and textures, etc. I just think going all in, I could imagine that on us apple shapes, we're simply just going to look bigger and out of proportion. And that's not for me. That's not where I want to go at all. So maximalism, yes, you can absolutely play around with it. I would just say make sure you keep the proportions and the balance in your outfit in place, and maybe just use elements instead of using everything in one go. It'll be interesting to see how maximalism is going to go, because I could imagine Those of you who prefer color and having more fun with fashion than what I do, I'm more classic and timeless in my outfits. I could definitely imagine you guys are going to have a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to see where this trend is going to go. So maybe you guys are going to prove me wrong. I personally just think that it's a trend that could be a little bit tricky for us apple shapes, and personally I'm going to stay away. The next trend on my list is suede, and once again a trend that started in 24 and we're taking it with us into 25. Now, I don't dislike suede at all. I quite think that it can be beautiful. It's a fun material, add a completely different texture to an outfit. But on the other hand, suede is not very practical. I live in Ireland. It rains a lot, and I also live in the countryside. So when I'm outside, it's mucky and etc. Meaning the cleaning and the upkeep of the garment, be it a bag or sneakers or a skirt, a blazer, a coat, whatever, I think it's going to be more work for me than it's actually practical and what's worth it. So I think that suede is a trend that I will possibly leave behind simply for practicality reasons. As an apple shape, because it is a thicker and heavier fabric, be careful with where you put it on your body. I would more so go for maybe some shoes. I would go for a bag versus a coat or blazer or something like that, where the fabric may just feel too heavy and a little bit too overpowering on our body. But other than that, if suede is for you and you're okay with the upkeep, why not give it a go and have fun with it? But for me personally, I'm going to leave it on the shelf. Animal print is another trend that started in 24, especially the leopard print. We saw a lot of that in 24, and the leopard print is carrying on into 25, only it's expanding to all other animals, and it's the all other animals part, hence why it's landed on my list of trends I will not be wearing in 25. As I said, personally, I'm more of a classic timeless kind of girl, and a bit of leopard print can be fun in a classic and timeless wardrobe. All other animal prints can be very, very busy. And snakeskin, I'm not a personal fan, but also cow print and zebra print, whichever way you pronounce it, I just think it's too busy. And once again, because we are top heavy, these pieces can put us out of proportion. Us apple shapes generally suit better a more classic and timeless style. I'm not saying it's the only style that's there, not at all, but in my personal opinion, the classic and timeless style suits us better because it's easier to put us into proportion with the classic and timeless pieces. As I said, a little bit of leopard print, I'm okay with that, but when you come into all the other animal prints, that's where I'm like, no. Too busy, too bulky often for us apple shaped, and it just doesn't work with our body proportions, which is why it has landed on my list. Sorry. Those are the trends that I, as an apple shape, will be avoiding in 2025. But there are some fantastic trends coming our way as well, especially the colors. We are going to be seeing a lot more of this powdery baby pink coming our way, as well as butter yellow. And I am very, very excited for both of them. As you know, in the autumn time of 24 into winter, we had the burgundy. And I think this powdery baby pink is going to look fantastic with my burgundy pieces. Both colors, very, very easy to wear. Obviously, you may have to adapt the shade a little bit just so it works for your skin tone, but I'm very, very excited for both colors to come in. Jewellery will be another big thing in 25. It's basically anything goes. It was going to tie in with the maximalism. And although I didn't mention it, boho is going to be a big thing in 25 as well. The more romantic side of anything goes, basically. And I think that taking that as just jewellery and adding just a little bit more, I'm personally going to try and layering a few more necklaces now. I'm kind of getting used to wearing a necklace, but I think anything goes in jewellery could definitely be a fun trend to just kind of add a little bit more to a wardrobe. And as you know, jewellery is the icing of the cake when it comes to your outfit, is where it really, really comes together. So it could definitely be fun to play around with more jewellery. The last trend that is set to be big in 25 is a silhouette that I want to play around with a little bit more. I'm not saying that it's going to work for all of us apple shapes, but for someone like me who mainly wear wide leg trousers, it's going to be fun to incorporate the straight legged jeans. They're set to become massive. Now, we're not talking skinny jeans, but again, we're talking a slimmer fit that's going to sit more snug to the body. And I think that could be a fun silhouette to play around with for us apple shape. Again, it's going to be trial and error like it is with everything else, for not just for apple shape, but for everyone. Trial and error to see how it works, because it's going to be interesting to see if the silhouette is going to be able to hide the tummy in any way, or if it's going to be like skinny jeans that just shows everything. But I haven't yet found any that I wanted to try out. It's just a trend that's kind of predicted to come on in for 2025, and I am looking forward to it. But that is my trends for 2025, the ones I'll avoid, but also 3 that I am looking forward to playing around with. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, do give this video a thumbs up, and do let me know in the comments down below which trend will you avoid and which one are you dying to jump on and give a try. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.